All right, so today we are going deep on something that I think can really make a difference in your life, and that's healthy eating.
Yeah.
And, you sent over a podcast episode, and we're going to take a deep dive into it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get into like the practical tips, but also some of the really surprising global food facts that this episode brought up.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how food choices impact how you feel so much.
Right.
And this source in particular really digs deep. It goes beyond just eat your vegetables.
Yeah.
It's about understanding like how different cultures view food and how those choices that they've made impact their health in surprising ways.
Food, it's fuel, but it's also so much more than that. It's like it's emotional, it's cultural, and we need it to survive.
Exactly.
This episode takes us on a culinary world tour. I mean,
Yes, it does.
what was one of the things that really stood out to you?
The Mediterranean diet,
Oh, yeah.
this is the one that always comes up, right? It's those vibrant, sun-drenched meals, overflowing with fresh produce, fish glistening with olive oil and herbs and spices.
Mm-hmm.
What's so fascinating about this diet is it's not just delicious, it's actually been linked to some remarkable health benefits.
It just seems so, vibrant and full of life,
Well, Yes.
What is it that specifically makes it so healthy?
Studies have shown that people who follow a Mediterranean diet have a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes,
Oh,
and even some types of cancer.
really?
One theory is that it's the abundance of antioxidants found in those colorful fruits and vegetables.
Oh, right.
And these little antioxidants help fight inflammation in your body and protect your cells from damage.
So they're like the tiny little superheroes fighting off the bad guys.
Exactly.
That's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
So we've got the Mediterranean diet. Are there any other types of diets that stood out to you in the episode?
It contrasted the Mediterranean diet with what's often referred to as the Western diet. And as you can probably guess, it doesn't have the same glowing reviews.
Right.
This one's characterized by highly processed foods,
Yeah.
sugary drinks, and an overabundance of unhealthy fats.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this type of eating has been linked to a higher risk of chronic diseases.
It makes sense. Too much of that processed stuff can't be good for anyone.
It's all about balance, right?
Right.
A little bit of everything.
I love a good burger and fries every now and then.
Of course.
But it's definitely not something I'd want to be eating every day.
For sure.
Do you think there are cultural reasons why these diets are so different?
That's a great question. And yes, cultural factors definitely play a role.
Yeah.
So the Mediterranean diet, for example, is deeply rooted in tradition, with a focus on those fresh, seasonal ingredients and meals shared with family and friends.
It's so nice.
There's a sense of community and connection around the food that goes beyond just nourishment.
I love that idea. Food as a way to connect with people and celebrate culture. But in our fast-paced Western world, I feel like we've kind of lost sight of that a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
It's grab-and-go convenience over connection.
Yeah, you're right. And it brings up a good point.
Yeah,
Our modern lifestyle really pushes us towards these convenience foods.
it does.
And it can make it really challenging to prioritize healthy eating.
It really is this constant battle between what's quick and easy
Totally.
and what's actually good for me.
Yeah,
But I guess the more we know, the better choices we can make, right?
exactly. Knowledge is power.
So this source actually gives us some pretty great tools
Yes.
to start building a personalized healthy eating toolkit.
Yes, it does.
So let's get into the building blocks of a balanced diet.
Right.
What are the essential components that make up a truly healthy diet?
Oh, first we got to understand the key components of a balanced diet.
Okay.
And this source emphasizes it's not about cutting out certain foods. It's incorporating a variety of nutrient-rich options. Fruits and vegetables, for instance, should take center stage on our plates.
No, fruits and veggies, that's like a given.
Right.
But is there a magic number that we should be aiming for?
The source recommends at least 5 servings per day
Okay.
with a focus on variety.
Okay.
Different colors often indicate different nutrients.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, think about it.
Hmm.
Vibrant red strawberries packed with vitamin C.
Okay.
Deep green spinach loaded with iron.
Right.
Bright orange carrots rich in beta-carotene.
Interesting.
So it's like eating a rainbow.
I love that. Eating a rainbow, that's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
It makes it fun and less like a chore.
Exactly.
Sometimes I do feel like I get stuck in a rut, though. With the same old veggies, do you have any tips for branching out?
Absolutely. Explore your local farmer's market.
Oh, yeah.
You'll find unique varieties that you might not see in a typical grocery store.
That's true.
Also, don't be afraid to experiment with new recipes.
Mm.
There are tons of online resources and cookbooks. dedicated to showcasing vegetables.
That's a great idea. The farmer's market is a treasure trove of fresh seasonal produce.
It is.
Okay, so we got our fruits and veggies covered.
Right.
What's the next essential ingredient in our healthy eating toolkit?
Protein, a crucial building block.
Right.
For our muscles, bones, even our hormones.
Wow.
The source emphasizes choosing lean protein sources and highlights a variety of options.
So lean protein. Got
Yeah.
it. So we're talking like chicken breast, fish,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some beans and lentils. Is that the gist?
You're on the right track.
Okay.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
The source digs deeper into the different types of protein
Okay.
and their unique benefits.
Interesting.
Like, did you know that whey protein, which is found in dairy products,
Uh-huh.
is particularly effective for muscle recovery after exercise?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I had no idea that there were different types of protein that do different things.
Mhm.
Tell me more about this whey protein.
So whey is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies need
Mm-hmm.
but can't produce on their own.
Gotcha.
And because it's absorbed quickly, it's often recommended for post-workout recovery
Okay.
to help repair and rebuild that muscle tissue.
Okay, that makes total sense. So if I'm going to the gym,
Yeah,
a whey protein shake could be a good option.
it could be.
Are there any other protein superstars I should know about?
Absolutely. Casein protein, also found in dairy,
Okay.
is another one, and it's digested more slowly than whey,
Interesting.
making it a great option for a bedtime snack
Oh, wow.
because it provides a steady release of amino acids
Yeah,
throughout the night, which can support muscle growth and repair
while you're sleeping.
while you're sleeping.
Wow, protein is way more complex than I realized.
Yes.
It's not just about how much you eat, but what type and when you eat it.
Right.
This is like a real deep dive.
Yes.
Is there anything else we need to know about protein before we move on?
Well, the source also highlights plant-based protein sources, especially for those who are vegetarian or vegan.
Right.
Lentils, beans, quinoa, and tofu are all excellent examples
Yeah.
of complete proteins.
So no matter what your dietary preferences are,
Right.
there's a protein source out there for you.
Exactly.
All right, we got our protein game plan sorted,
Yes.
colorful fruits and veggies.
Mm-hmm.
What's next on our healthy eating checklist?
Let's talk about carbohydrates,
Okay,
which often gets demonized in the world of dieting.
carbs, yeah.
But the source reminds us that carbs are actually our body's primary source of energy
Okay,
and are essential for a balanced diet.
so they're not all bad.
Not all bad. The key is choosing the right kind.
Okay, so carbs. The good, the bad, and the confusing. I've heard
Understand.
so many different things about carbs. How do we know which ones to choose?
Well, the source makes a distinction between simple and complex carbohydrates.
Okay.
Simple carbs, like those found in sugary drinks and processed foods, are quickly digested
Okay.
and can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes.
Uh.
Complex carbs, on the other hand, are found in whole grains, fruits, and vegetables.
Okay.
They provide sustained energy, fiber, and a wealth of nutrients.
So it's about choosing the slow-burning, energy-sustaining, complex carbs.
Exactly.
Got it.
Think whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole wheat bread.
Okay.
These are packed with fiber, which not only aids digestion, but also helps us feel fuller for longer.
Ditch the white bread, embrace the whole grains.
Yes.
Fiber is our friend,
Fiber is our friend.
especially if you're trying to manage your weight.
Exactly.
What else should we know about carbs?
The source talks about the glycemic index.
Oh, okay.
It's a measure of how quickly a food raises your blood sugar level.
Okay.
Foods with a low glycemic index, like those complex carbs, are digested more slowly
Okay.
and cause a gradual rise in blood sugar, which is much healthier.
Glycemic index, that's a new one for me.
Yeah,
Sounds like a helpful tool for making smarter carb choices.
it is.
So we got our protein, fruits, veggies, carbs.
Mhm.
What's next?
Fat's another nutrient that often gets a bad rap,
Fats. Okay.
but healthy fats are crucial
Okay.
for hormone production, cell function, and even brain health.
Really?
It's all about choosing the right types
Okay.
and consuming them in moderation.
So fats, the final frontier of our healthy eating toolkit.
Yes.
What are the good fats that we should be looking for?
The source breaks down fats into 3 main categories:
Okay.
saturated, unsaturated, and trans fats.
Okay.
Saturated fats found in animal products like meat and dairy should be limited.
Okay.
because they can raise LDL cholesterol
Got it. So saturated fats in moderation.
in moderation.
What about unsaturated fats? Are those the good guys?
Unsaturated fats are considered heart healthy,
Okay.
like those found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish.
Okay.
They can actually lower LDL cholesterol
Oh, wow.
and raise HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol.
Okay. So unsaturated fats, those are our friends.
Those are the friends.
What about trans fats?
Trans fats are the ones to avoid as much as possible.
Okay.
They're often found in processed foods and fried foods,
Right.
and they've been linked to a whole host of health problems.
Trans fats, the villains of the fat world.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so we got our good fats, our moderate fats, and our bad fats all sorted out.
Yes.
Anything else we need to add to our toolkit?
One more essential element that's often overlooked,
Okay.
water.
Water. Right.
It's easy to forget about staying hydrated,
Yeah.
but water is involved in virtually every bodily function,
True.
from regulating body temperature to transporting nutrients, flushing out waste products.
Water, the elixir of life.
Yes.
I know I should be drinking more, but I just forget. Do you have any tips for staying hydrated?
A good rule of thumb is to aim for about 8 glasses a day.
Okay.
Try carrying a reusable water bottle with you.
I always think about doing that, and I never do.
Yeah.
Having it there makes it so much easier.
It does.
Okay, so we got our healthy eating toolkit pretty well stocked.
We do.
Fruits and veggies, protein, carbs, fats, hydration.
Yes.
But I have to say, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like, how do we put this all into practice?
Well, the source gives some really practical tips
Okay, good.
for incorporating these healthy habits into our daily lives.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so we've got this healthy eating toolkit,
We do.
but now comes the real challenge. Like, how do we actually put it into practice? You know,
Right.
where do we even begin?
The source suggests starting with meal planning.
Okay.
Having a plan for what you're going to eat can really reduce those impulsive, unhealthy choices that we tend to make
Right.
when we're hungry and unprepared.
It's like having a roadmap for your meals.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can totally see that, helping avoid those last minute, let's just order takeout decisions.
for sure.
But to be honest, I've always found meal planning a little daunting.
Oh.
Any tips for making it less overwhelming?
Start small.
Okay.
You don't have to plan every single meal for the entire week right away.
Right.
Just start with 1 or 2 meals a day,
Okay.
or even just dinners for the week.
Okay.
And as you get more comfortable, you can gradually expand.
That's a good point. Yeah. Starting small, building momentum
Yeah,
makes it feel much more achievable.
exactly.
What other meal planning hacks does the source have?
Cook in batches.
Okay.
So, for example, double a recipe, freeze half
Right.
for a quick and easy meal later in the week.
Oh, that's a good idea.
This saves you time, ensures you have healthy options available
Right.
when you're short on time or motivation.
It's like having a personal chef in your freezer.
Exactly.
I'm starting to feel more inspired about meal planning.
Good.
What other practical tips are there?
The source also emphasizes mindful eating.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just about what we eat, but how we eat.
Okay.
Paying attention to our body's hunger cues, savoring each bite,
Okay.
creating a calm eating environment
Right.
can have a big impact on our relationship with food.
Mindful eating, I've always been a little fuzzy on what that actually means.
Yeah.
Is it like meditating while you eat or something? Okay.
It's just bringing awareness to the act of eating,
Okay.
noticing the flavors, the
Mhm.
textures, the aromas, tuning into our body's signals of fullness.
Right.
It's about breaking free from those distractions.
Yeah, like your phone.
Phone, TV, yeah.
Yeah.
And really savoring the experience of nourishing yourself.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's turning mealtime into a mindful ritual
Yes.
instead of just this mindless pit stop.
Exactly.
Do you have any tips for incorporating mindful eating?
Absolutely. Start each meal by taking a few deep breaths,
Okay.
expressing gratitude for the food in front of you.
I love that.
This helps to shift your mindset
Yeah.
from hurried consumption to appreciation and awareness.
I really like that idea. It's such a simple act, but it can really change the whole energy around mealtime.
Yes.
Are there any other mindful eating strategies?
Another helpful technique is to put your fork down between bites.
Okay.
Chew your food thoroughly.
Okay.
This allows you to fully experience those flavors and textures and gives your body time to register fullness.
I am so guilty of inhaling my food.
I think a lot of people are.
I need to work on that.
Yeah,
It's amazing how those subtle shifts in awareness can really make a difference.
it really can.
So building healthy eating habits, it's a journey, not a destination.
It is.
Right. It's making gradual, sustainable changes
Exactly.
that work for you and your lifestyle.
The source encourages us to focus on progress, not perfection.
I love that.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure off.
It does.
Well, I feel much more equipped to tackle this whole healthy eating thing now.
Good.
Any final words of wisdom before we wrap up?
As we go on this journey,
Yeah.
let's remember that food is not the enemy.
Right?
It's a source of nourishment, pleasure, and connection.
Yeah.
So by approaching food with mindfulness, curiosity, and a willingness to experiment,
Yeah.
we can cultivate a healthy and joyful relationship with it.
That's beautifully said.
Thank you.
We've learned so much on this deep dive.
We have.
It's been fascinating talking about all this.
It has.
I'm ready to go make some changes.
Me too.
I don't know about you,
Yes.
but yeah, I'm feeling really inspired to make some positive changes.
Small changes can have a big impact.
Yeah.
Whether it's adding more veggies to your plate, trying a new whole grain recipe, or simply taking those few deep breaths before a meal.
Right.
Just embrace the journey and celebrate every step.
I love that.
Yeah,
Healthy eating, it's a lifelong adventure,
it is.
and it's a journey worth taking.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thank you for having me.
Until next time, happy and healthy eating.